As a teenager, you may have started in a job that paid minimum wage. Those paychecks often meant new shoes, school books, or just some extra spending money. But what if your work situation never changed? For many people here on the north side and across Allegheny County, working for low wages or minimum wage in general isn't just confined to the summertime. It's an everyday, year in and year out struggle. We stopped past Arnold's Tea here on East Ohio Street to speak with some folks about the realities adults face when working for low wages. Okay, so when is the last time you worked for a low wage?
That would probably be at Macy's. I was making like $8.50 an hour. The benefit was I was making $8.50 and getting paid weekly, but the benefit of that was that you could always depend upon having that pay come every week, but $8.50 wasn't like that. You start buying the basics like food and everything. It's really easy to burn through a paycheck in like 1 or 2 days. And then you spend the rest of the week waiting for the next paycheck to come, you know?
One of the hot topics that we're dealing with in this country right now is the issue of insurance. And I'm not going to be able to fix insurance. I'm not even sure our government knows what to do with medical insurance right now, and it may never get resolved. But I think one of the things that I've noticed, so that is a very specific issue that people are facing based on how much money they're earning and being able to afford health care. But then, something that's maybe more tangible is just being able to make an appointment. That alone is, kind of the core and the basis of preventative care, which is how we, in our healthcare system, are trained to understand is the best form of care is preventative, right? So if you're not able to miss a day of work because you're sick, or you're not able to afford your medication because of your low-wage job, these are the things that compound on each other and land you in the hospital months or years later with a serious issue, with serious bills.
It's unfortunate because a lot of employers don't understand how, hey, I have compound trauma from childcare to car issues to things that have nothing to do with work that you don't even want me to discuss at work. But you want me to come in here and make this little bit of money and do all this work.
Be super productive.
Be super productive.
For you.
For you to make a bigger margin. So the key is finding a balance and saying, hey, I know you can't live off this. I know you can't. And so us being humans need to put that first too, right? The humanizing what people make.
So you had asked, why is it important to provide good wages to our employees? I would say, we really care about them. We want to see them thrive. We want to see them be successful and be able to provide for their families or for themselves. We want to see them grow in their careers and grow in their training. And it also, honestly, it helps the business, obviously, if they're growing that way.
You're welcome. So what do you think about, or have you thought about, that struggle of trying to be a good person, to pay bills on time and pay your creditors and being a good parent, right? But also, I can't. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that moral tug that?
I think that when you don't have money, it changes your mindset. I think that you can see the worst of someone when they are at a lack for resources, and that's when the animal instincts are more likely to kick in. I think that it's unfair to take resources away from people or intentionally withhold resources from people and then categorize them as being bad people when the people who have bountiful resources couldn't even imagine being put in this situation. So I think it's just kind of risky to demonize poor people when the level of access is completely skewed.
These are just a few voices in a much larger conversation Public Source will be having on the topic of low-wage living. Stay tuned for more at publicsource.org.